Good morning, everybody. This is Brian again from Improvised Survival. This is our first morning at our Boundary Waters canoe trip camp area. Sorry I wasn't able to do it. I wanted to do another video of us setting up our first camp, but had a little bit of a panic. All the sites around here, there's designated campsites, they were all taken, and it was getting to be around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we were in like a panic mode trying to find a spot. So we finally did, and it turned out to be perfect. It's huge, plenty of space, lots of space for our tent, areas for fishing and everything like that. It's beautiful. I'm going to take you through a quick walkthrough of our camp. I'm going to pan the camera around, you can see our view, and then I'll get into more specifics later. I've got lots of stuff to teach you, a lot of things to show you, and we'll get on with it. Here we go. We came from that way over there, and right at the point there's a campsite that was taken. And then this island right there, when we first landed on it, we thought that it was this point right here to the left. It was so big, and there's another island next to that, next to this island, and the map only shows one island. So we had thought we landed on a different spot. There was no campsite. We kind of freaked out. Then luckily I paddled over to this location here, and everything worked out. So I'm going to pan this around. I'm going to walk forward. Show you where we landed. I'm videoing this with a movie camera, MUVI. Very cool setup. You can see right there is where we landed our boats. Then I'm going to take you through up by our actual campsite. I was trying hard to make this as luxurious as possible for my wife's first Boundary Waters trip. In doing so, I ended up way overdoing it. It's my own fault. I should know better. There's our two boats. That's our landing area. I'll get into more details about these boats later. Right now I just want to do a quick walkthrough and make some breakfast because I'm pretty hungry. Since we're being out here so long, we have 8 days worth of food times 2, which turned out to be quite heavy. Plus we brought extra tarps because the forecast shows the first 4 days are going to be nice, and the next 2 days after that are going to be very stormy. So this is our campsite here. You can see I put a tarp underneath and a tarp on top. It's a huge tent. It's like a 6-man tent. You could stand up in it, plenty of room. We did that. The reason I went with such a big tent was if it starts to rain, we have these little stools. We can sit inside and do things. My wife wants to do some paracord, knot tying, bracelets and stuff for Christmas presents. So that was kind of the idea. So even if it's raining, we have a place to kind of do some work, get some stuff done. We have some books. She likes crossword puzzles and stuff, so that was the idea. The only thing is that tent is stupidly heavy. So are both of those tarps. And you can come over here. This is the designated fire pit. One thing about this area, they've had some massive forest fires over the years, and they are very strict about using designated fire pits. You can see there's a grate there, and that's how you know that it is a fire pit designed for campers. And there's only certain places throughout this area that you're allowed to do this. There's on this lake there's about 6 or 7 spots. Some of the other bigger lakes there can be up to 12. They're pretty far spread out. You don't have to worry too much about bumping into other people. Off in the distance I see a couple people fishing once in a while, but that's about it. At this time of the year, when I was younger, it used to be very dead, but I guess everybody's getting smart, and this is the time they're coming because there's no bugs. There's our laundry line there. I didn't want to make it too big in case people are paddling by. I don't want them to see our dirty laundry. Alright, so that's the main part of the camp. You can see this whole area, it's been kind of designed for like a bigger party. You can set up multiple tents. This is a nice lookout. Beautiful view. They also had a major blowdown a few years back. It was like a micro burst, almost like a hurricane. It came through and knocked down a whole bunch of trees. You could see often, I don't know if you could see in the distance out there, but a lot of that's new growth. There are no big trees in the area anymore, so it's really hard to tie up a bag for bears up in the trees, because these are all new growth trees. There's nothing really substantial around here that could take the weight of a heavy food pack. So that's why I opted for those barrels, those 60-liter barrels. They're not 100% bear proof, but they're definitely mouse proof, and they do cover the smell quite a bit. Plus every food meal that we have is ziplocked, and then I put each breakfast, lunch, and dinner in their own bigger Ziploc, and then that's all inside of the barrel. Hopefully that'll cut the smell out. We're gonna keep on going. Looks like you can see pretty well. I got a little viewfinder on the back of this so I can kind of see what I'm recording. They also have designated toilet spots here. They don't want people going to the bathroom all over the place, so nice designated spot. Helps keep the campsites clean. I'll take you through over to that, and then we're going to call it the day for recording. Did not hear any wolves or anything last night. There were a couple ground squirrels trying to get into our tent. You can hear them sliding off the tarp. They climb up the trees and they jump off and try to get into the tents, and you can hear them sliding down the side of the tents. It's really funny. We're on kind of a peninsula, so I'm not overly concerned about animals like cougars and wolves and stuff like that. There's the toilet, number 6 on Gabro Lake. There's a little bit of a cliff right there, like a rock cliff. It's a little leery. Last night my wife had to go to the bathroom, so a little leery about cougars hiding up there, but everything was fine. So in conclusion, we're having a great start. A little rough yesterday, but today is we slept like 10 hours. We were exhausted, so as soon as it got dark we went to sleep, and we woke up around 6 this morning. So okay guys, and we'll see you later.